Up and good morning to everyone. I hope everyone is having a good night or good morning wherever you are. Full disclosure, I have had 2 cups of coffee this morning as opposed to my normal one, so I am a little bit hyper. And this morning, instead of drinking coffee anymore, we are now drinking some kind of herb something. Good morning, Jim. Good to see you in here, bud. We're drinking some kind of healthy lemongrass Asian herb type stuff. And I titled this video Something About Nothing is Still Something because, what's up, John? Good. I'm glad you're getting a good sound from this. Isaac, hello. Good to see you. Good morning to, is that Wagon Hank? Yep, I believe so. Good morning. I know there's a show. Hey, Adam, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, Butch. Brian, good to see you, man. My fellow Tar Heel. I wanted to say that, let's see. Richard says, does beer qualify as a healthy drink? For you, probably. Hey, Steve, what's up, man? There's Steve-O in the house, live and in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Good to hear from you, man. Good to see you. I'm going to be talking to you pretty soon. John says, should do. Should do what exactly, Mr. Montgomery? Countdown Traveler, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in the live stream this morning. And I titled this thing Something About Nothing is Still Something because that's pretty much what we're going to talk about. It's whatever you guys want to talk about. Hello, Gary. Hello, Greg. Hello, Tommy. Good morning, everyone. Tommy, you have put that cup of coffee in there. It makes me want to do the lemongrass thing again. I just released another video on the channel. You guys should check it out if you're interested in cheap food and Pattaya. Kevin says, hey, hope all is well. Planning my trip back 2 months retiring. Good for you, man. Glad to hear that. Safe travels to you, brother. Bassman, hi again from cold Chicagoland. I bet it is cold in Chicago, man. John says beer qualifies as a healthy drink. So there you go, Richard. You're good, man. Sawas, what's up, my friend? How is everything in Jomtien today? Couple clarifications. First thing I need to let you guys know is what time is it now in Pattaya? It is 9:05 a.m. in the morning. Ask Dan. First thing I need to let you guys know is I don't live in Pattaya. Sorry for you guys that thought that I did. Tommy liked the video. Good. I live near Pattaya, but I do not live in Pattaya. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is that we have been shooting videos on a GoPro lately because I had some camera issues and we were trying to work out the stuff with the audio. Good morning, Green Army. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for dropping by. We were trying to work out some audio issues there, and unfortunately some of the audio and some of the clips that you're going to see is just not going to be very good. I'm going to be shooting some video today on my regular camera, but I have to, set it up and stabilize it and all that stuff. So, Joseph says, good morning. Happy here in the Philippines. Good morning to you, Joseph. I'm sure you are happy over there. I forgot what part of the Philippines you're in, though. I think you're in the southern part or something like that. Another thing is I did not go to Pattaya this weekend, or Pattaya, however I'm supposed to say it. Good morning, Ewan. He says, and Richard, if he's with, he is. Yes, like buttons make me warm and fuzzy. Steven, good morning. I'm great, man. I'm absolutely great. It's going to be a long day here at work because the students are doing something, some kind of interview process for next level stuff, and yeah, so well, I'm just basically hanging out and working on putting my scores in for the semester. Greg says, love the food court vid, had just eaten lunch and it made me hungry again. That's awesome, man. Swat says, just watched the video. I guess that's Cheap Charlie, I would assume, did in Boracay. Awesome, yeah. Never, didn't make it to Boracay. I hope to make it back at some time. Pattaya. I'll try to remember that, Dan. I told people that were commenting on that earlier this morning, they were commenting on my post about, worrying about, I got all this great content in a blog for them, and they're worried about how I pronounce Pattaya or Pattaya or whatever. And that's all they're getting from the video. Then they're probably watching the video for the wrong reasons. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Good to see you. And basically, we're just having a live stream this morning because I like to talk to you guys on what's Monday morning for me and Sunday night for you. Hey, Steve, I'm doing great. Good to see you. Kind of like to catch up with all the weekend stuff and how everybody was and what happened. Hey, Tommy, good to see you. TGSL says you sound like a beaten man this morning. Huh? You worked all weekend. They're right. That's correct. I did. I worked all weekend. I did not make it to Pattaya, unfortunately. Greg says I thought it was just Pat's. That's a good point. Richard says please refer everyone to the Rockman video where we find out how many different ways you say Pat's. Yeah, we did an interview with the with Rockman, our boat guide, and he talks about the different ways that Thai nationals say Pattaya. So there's really no right or wrong way to say it. Green Army is talking to Richard. Oh, and by the way, Richard has a video coming out probably tomorrow or Wednesday, and it is going to be a San Francisco vlog. It's on Pier 39, the actual Pier 39, not the Pier 39 at Terminal 21 here in Thailand, but the real Pier 39. Great video, lots of good-looking scenery, and he's got some cool interviews on there with some cool people that entertain people out in San Francisco. I'm excited for you guys to see that video. What else do I have going on? I'm definitely going to be in Pat's this weekend. Did the girl stay mad? No, she did not, Chris. She is no longer mad. She got over it pretty quick. Thankfully, she's one of the girls that like really doesn't hold a grudge very long, you know. And if you're familiar with Filipinas, they have this thing called tampo, right, which is where they don't talk to you for hours or days at the time, and they do that, and you are supposed to, by the way they see it, you are supposed to, you know, beg for their forgiveness during that time and tell them how awesome you are and that kind of thing. Tell them how awesome they are, and you know, just beg for their forgiveness. So they don't exactly have that I've seen here in Thailand. Usually just the girl gets upset with you and then she moves on, or she doesn't talk to you until she's ready to talk to you again. Richard says, sounds like she was fake mad at you. Yeah, I think she was too. Good morning, Mario. Good to see you, man. I'm doing great. Tommy says, say it the way you want to. Then there you go, Tommy. I like that attitude. Chris says it must be the white glass. It must be the white glasses. I think it's the white glasses too, man. I really do. So you guys in America got some kind of big show going on tonight. I forgot what it's called because I don't keep up with that crap anymore. Some kind of award show or something. Ewan says, tell them nothing. They'll get over it quicker. You are so correct. You are so correct on that. Hey, Chuck. Good to see you, bud. Working the night shift tonight, I presume. It's the Oscars. Oh, yeah, Oscars. That's what it is, the Oscars. We are good, man. We are good. We are very, very good. Brian says, perhaps make a video of you taking a little trip to the Thailand Harris Teeter. Where to get groceries in Thailand. I actually did one of those. If you look at my earlier videos, and when I got to Thailand, I went shopping, grocery shopping at several different places in Bangkok, and there's some videos on that. But hey, why not do them in Pattaya? I agree. Oh, sorry, Chuck. Sorry to hear you're working, man. Sass says, believe me, there is nothing going on in America. I can certainly believe that for sure. Greg says Oscars, a bunch of Hollywood freaks patting themselves on the backs. Yeah, that's what I hear. That's why I don't really pay too much attention to the Oscars or any of those awards anymore. Thank you, Green Army. I'm glad you said that because I would rather be here with you guys as well. I really just wanted to hang out this morning and talk to everyone, see how everybody's weekend went, see if there's anything, you know, we can make some plans for. Richard says, Jeremy, you can make it to Vietnam for the Trump Kim Summit. I heard that was going to happen in Da Nang, actually. That would be cool because Da Nang is one place in Vietnam I would love to go. Beach City, I don't know much about it, but I'm learning a little bit here and there. So what's coming up for the channel? Well, I told you guys we were going to be dumping a lot of content. And we are. We're just kind of going to be taking the weekends off to shoot, and we're going to be taking the weeks then to putting on the putting the content out. So you'll probably get a piece of content every day. Steve Montelli is in the house. What's up, brother? It's a live chat extravaganza. It ain't no extravaganza, but it's definitely a live chat. Hey, I saw your title on your last live stream, man. It said you were bugging out real quick. What's up with that, dude? Craig says, when's Chiang Mai? Hopefully in April. That's the hope, is in April. Striker says, weekend went fine, Jeremy. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Mario says, have you done a video comparing pharmacies in Thailand and pharmacies in the Western world? I actually have, and I just recently deleted that video because YouTube has a problem with you talking about prescription medication. I don't know why. They just do. They demonetize it, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I'm doing good, Tony. Thank you. Steve says, just made up name, too many, took that seriously. I started to watch the replay, Steve, because I was worried about you, man. I thought, what is he bugging out before he gets his eye surgery? Like, what happened? That's very interesting there, but glad to know nothing's wrong with you, brother. And we still need to do a live stream together at some point, whenever you feel like it, or I should say whenever time permits, because your time zone and my time zone just does not match. Greg says, Jeremy, when do you find out if you have April off? Oh, I'm definitely going to have April off, one way or the other. It's just a matter of where I'm going to be teaching. Danny says, hey, have got any ladybug to play? I have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't play with ladybugs. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Steve. I agree. It's been a long time since you and I did a live chat, so we need to do that sometime. Roy says, hi from New York. Hi, Roy. Good to see you, Mr. K. It's going great, man. Hope you are doing well. Also, Butch says, I was talking to Richard. Do they still have trolley cars in San Francisco? Oh, yeah. Richard says, I'm free for live streams. I also do birthdays and anniversary parties, too. Richard's getting better. We can't use that word, Danny. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't like, so I'll have to remove your comment. You can say LB for short, and I do not participate in any of that, if that's what you're asking. Mr. CA says, what did you have for breakfast, please? I have not eaten breakfast yet, so I've had nothing for breakfast. I will have breakfast at some point, probably here sometime soon. Hey, Lawrence. Good to see you this morning. I will probably likely get breakfast at some point for sure. Richard says, we call them cable cars here in San Francisco, not trolleys, no biggie. Ah, interesting. Steve-O, be careful with the electronics come April. Water Festival's in. Yeah, man. I know. I remember I got here on April the 13th last year, and I was like, wow, this is a whole lot of being escorted with water guns. Thank God all my cameras are in the bag, and everything's tightened up. So, Carolina Hillbilly, good morning, or good evening to you, I should say. Are you planning to do more videos on retirement Thailand? Absolutely, Danny, absolutely. That tends to be some of my core audience, so I will absolutely be doing more of that. Green Army says pancakes. Stephen Smart says, a question for you both, please. I am planning my first trip to Thailand. Congratulations. You have a good budget in... You have a good budget. Let's see. Is the Grand Hotel one of the best to stay in? I saw Richard's review. That would be a question for Richard, because I haven't stayed there. What is your... What are you talking about, Steve? I have no idea what he's talking about. Tommy says, been all up north, still no grits. Not giving up, though. Hey, don't give up, man. Keep going till you get some grits. Egg McMuffin would be great, man, but I don't think there's a McDonald's locally where I live. Tommy says, planning a trip within my trip from Pattaya to Koh Chang, looking at hotels. Now, I'm actually going to be, Koh Chang is on the list for April, so I'm hopefully to make it down there. Richard loves the Grand Hotel, so there you go. Danny says, how did you able to stay a yeast? I have no idea what that means. Christopher says, what's up, dude? Danny says, year. Steven says, great. Thank you, Richard. Oh, how did I stay for a year? I'm a teacher. Juan says, do you live for YouTube videos? No, I live to travel, and I like to document my travels, and I also like this community that has come around this channel, so that's why you see the live streams, because I really thoroughly enjoy talking to you guys. Are you experienced as Me Too coaching in April? Awesome. Make you hungry? Green Army says, I know, man. I'm getting hungry thinking about an Egg McMuffin. Do you know how long it's been since I had an Egg McMuffin? Wow. Thai Guy Bryce says, hey, JC, been sub for over a month. This is the first live I have caught. I'm at work. 212, have you tried Swenson's Ice Cream Parlor? Much love from the UK. Well, first of all, thank you for subscribing, Thai Guy. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad you've been watching the content. Hope you're getting something out of it. And Swenson's Ice Cream, I'm not sure if Richard and I tried some kind of ice cream last time he was here, and I'm not sure if it was that one or not. But you know what? Maybe I'll do a review just on Swenson's Ice Cream, because I know they have them in Pattaya. Richard's giving hotel review advice there. Michael says, what's the next expat destination? The way things are changing, Thailand probably won't be a viable choice in 5 to 7 years. I know. We'll talk about that in a second, Michael. Let me get these comments caught up, and remind me if I forget. Danny says, how often we'll be doing this video? What do you mean? Like live streams? I just do them whenever I feel like them. I try to do one on Mondays and one on Thursdays at least. Anybody know about the dual deeds or titles for buying condos? One is for the room, one is for the land. Yeah, that's going to be a question that you should contact Benjamin Hart at Integrity Legal. The website is integrity-legal.com. Steve-O, Jay, let me know when you might be in Koh Chang. Want to hit an island during my holiday? Yes, sir. Absolutely. I will do that. Message me, please, and let me know when your holiday is, because I'm not sure. I would assume it would be in April, same time as mine. Richard says Cambodia or Laos are two good options if Thailand falls out of favor. Yep, I agree with that. Rob says, looking good, Jeremy. Have you thought about doing a video on CPAC tackle volleyball with your feet? I haven't even heard of that. But that sounds very interesting. That is crazy stuff. Good visual. I bet it is. That's a very interesting idea. Hello, Hidell. DQ Shamrock Shakes today. Danny says, are you planning to do more teaching in other countries? Oh, I don't know. Possibly. Christopher says, what's going on over there politically? There's some kind of election coming up in March, and I'm just kind of following in on the back end. I'm not going to comment on anything political in Thailand on a public forum or privately either, for that matter, because I have no, I'm not a Thai national or citizen. I have no right to speak of anything political over here at all. Hidell says, refer all legal questions to me. I'm a YouTube lawyer. Okay. Steven says, I will take a look, Richard, the review. Okay. Yes, there you go, Richard. Steve says, sorry, is legal here. I needed a break. That's funny, man. That's funny. Hilarious. Politics is toxic. I agree. Hey, Ron, there's Ron. Ron finally made a live stream. He's dropping by. That's good to see you. Tim, hey Tim, good morning to you, sir. And don't start talking too much about the MJ guys. I have to remove the comments because YouTube, they get freaked out about stuff like that. Yeah, finally, Ron, absolutely. Steve says, smart man not speaking up about Thai politics. Yeah, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're over here, don't do it. There are certain things that you just can't talk about as a foreigner over here. It's just like being in the Philippines or Malaysia or Vietnam or anywhere else. Don't talk about them. Because their policy, their theory is if you don't like their politics, you can go home. And they're right. Mr. K says, I have to get some vaccinations. I understand there are a lot you can get, but I was curious if you or Richard have taken medication to prevent malaria in your travels. I did not take malaria medication. I did, however, get the dengue vaccine that turned out to be unhealthy for you when I was in the Philippines. They wound up suing the French company that delivered that vaccine because it was no good. People actually died from getting the vaccine. Thank God I wasn't one of them. I do not take malaria meds because it's just most of the stuff they give you for malaria really tears my stomach up and makes me not feel well, and it just, no, I don't. As far as vaccinations go, I got up to date on all the Hep vaccines before I left America: Japanese encephalitis, yellow fever, a whole bunch of other things, to make sure that I was, as much protected as I could possibly get before I left. Heidel says, I removed Jeremy. Okay. Just keep smiling. Yeah, there you go. Good conversation going on, David. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because this is just like a impromptu, my Monday morning thing. Towerski says, don't talk about politics. It's not like the U.S. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's not like the U.S. You cannot talk about politics in these countries. I mean, you just can't. There's numerous examples, and I'm not going to call them out. I don't know if Montel is still in the chat or not, but he could probably tell you about the nun that got thrown out of the Philippines for speaking her mind, and she had been there for a couple of decades, I think. Good advice there, Richard. Our experience says 34 days till does Thailand, reference to Debbie. I'm not sure what exactly that means. You're going to have to clarify a little bit. Brian B says, I spy a black cat behind you. Are there lots of stray cats there? Yeah, they are. And there are lots of soy dogs too, street dogs. Mr. K, dengue fever. Yes, the dengue fever vaccine I took was actually bad for me. Thankfully, I didn't get it. They said if I didn't get it within a year, that I would be okay. And that year is almost up. So, I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, that I don't get dengue and I should be fine. Tower Ski said, Thailand has a lot of stray cats and dogs and other furry animals. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. Michael, what's up, Michael? How's the weather today? It's actually not too bad. It's sunny. Sloss, are you still in here up in Jomtien? It's probably about the same as the weather here. It's a little bit of overcast, sunny. The humidity is not too bad. That's really what makes it so hot here. Michael Jones says there's no cure for, there's no cure for dengue fever. That's for sure. There's no cure for dengue or malaria, which is why they want you to get vaccinated. But I've heard that they have a new vaccine, and I just got an email on this from the Med Clinic, which is an excellent place to go and get your medications if you are coming as a retiree over here, or you are coming as someone who has any type of medical condition, whether it be mental health or physical health or whatever your case may be. The Med Clinic in Bangkok is an excellent place to go. They deal exclusively in expats, and super easy to deal with, man. Super easy to deal with. I personally have dealt with them before, and they are absolutely great. You can get all your vaccinations there. They are affiliated with Bangkok, the International Hospital, so the prices are a little bit high, but they offer the best service that I personally have experienced. Mario says, any news on the economy or baht increasing in value? I'm there in a few weeks. That's a great question, Mario, and I have not checked the exchange rates lately. Maybe Richard can do that for us. Yellow fever, laughing out loud. Did I say yellow fever? I probably did. Vote 3 if Jeremy would look sexy in a white beret. 3. I have no idea what that means. Steve says, how was your weekend? My weekend was very boring, Steve. I worked all weekend. I worked at the school all weekend doing interviews for Matium 3 and Matium 1 and Matium 4 classes. Richard says, I have a vaccine for old age. Anyone want to purchase it? I bet Jeremy will buy it. I'm trying, man. I'm trying not to get the old age. Oh, Lord. Hang on, guys. Okay, am I back? You guys see me? I think I'm back. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button on my cell phone. My apologies. Christopher says, what's the economy like there? For as far as I can tell, it's booming. CA said, is this the best month for weather in Pattaya? Clean air? I don't know. It's pretty clean. Richard says, bot will stay the same for the next 30 days. U.S. exchange at a 7-year low against the bot. The best I've seen is 36.1, and that was in 2015. Now 31.1. Wow. I'm looking for the perfect beach day. That's a good one, man. I really don't know what to tell you, only being here a year. That's probably a better question for Richard or somebody that's been here for a long period of time. Our experience with medical insurance for a month was 101 Canadian dollars for me. That's not bad at all, man. You must be in good health. Tower Ski says, when I was there, they were pushing for Bangkok to become the next Singapore. Everything they're doing is to make that. So that's what Thailand does, man. They make some drastic changes from time to time, for sure. From street food stalls to housing. Yep, that's true. Ron says, I need a vacation against old age. Oops, I think I waited too long. That's funny, Ron. Yeah, I like what he said. That's funny. Looks like the old age AOL hotspot is acting up for Jeremy. Yeah, whatever, man. Hey, Mimi. Ron says, Sandy said, I wasn't old, I was distinguished. There you go. That's a good one, man. I like that. Tommy says, best thing for old age is to stay active. I couldn't agree more. Not that I'm old like Richard yet, but I'm getting there. Or like Montelli. Montelli is ancient. He's like ancient. And I don't know if he's still watching, but he's really old. January and February, good months for beach days in Thailand. Just one man's opinion. I would agree with that. Foot massage will make you young. Foot massage will make you young. Foot massages are actually very, very healthy. And the professional massages, somebody commented the other day, like you being sarcastic, like you got a professional massage in Pattaya. Yeah, they really exist. Trust me. Dan says, bring a mask for Chiang Mai in April. Let us know when you go so I can donate for the chance to do one of the elephant sanctuary. Okay, I sure will. Scooby, what's up, man? How are you? Good. I'm doing great. Ron says, I think I've got you all beat. I don't know, Ron. Montelli's pretty old, dude. Dan says, sorry, meant sanctuaries. No problem, man. Glad to see another stream. I'm good, man. Hey, Oscar. Good to see you dropping by. It's good to see everybody dropping by, man. And I wanted to tell you guys, too, a lot of you guys contributed last week via Super Chat and PayPal and everything else, and really kind of topped the week off in a great place for the channel. And I just want to say thank you, like really thank you for everything that you guys do. And thank you for hitting that like button. That always makes me feel warm and fuzzy. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys sharing videos. That really helps a lot. You know, channel's still growing in subs. We got a viral video on here that's slowed down tremendously, so in all honesty, the views are down on the channel, but we're not worried about that because Richard and I have a great plan, and it's all going to come together sooner rather than later. I can never pronounce your name. Is it easy for Americans to open up a bank account in Thailand? Depends on what kind of visa you're on. 73 here, Ron says. So, all right, you're a little bit older than Montelli, but Montelli looks older than you, so I'm just saying. Are you experienced as half PR, more of the shops are professional? Yeah, they are. They really are. Peter says, love the live streams. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. You're making me nervous, Idell. Rob says Montelli is Jedi. he might be a little Jedi. Yeah, thanks, Richard, on the 18K. You are a part of that, and I definitely appreciate it. Alonzo, what's up, my friend? Good to see you in here this morning. I see you. Good morning there, Mr. I cannot pronounce your name. Is it Sisada? I can't pronounce your name, but I appreciate the good morning very, very much. Green Army says, I still play basketball with my boys at 54. Good for you, man. That's a good way to stay active. When did you hit 18K? Tommy said, yesterday or the day before, something like that, I think. Ron says, that's about all I can win these days is an old age contest. That's awesome, Ron. I love that. My screen appears to be frozen. Is that the truth? Steve says, where's the middle finger? My internet decided to die a little bit. Can you guys still hear me? Let's see. DoMoreLife waterproof case for sun. I have DoMoreLife phone cases, by the way, over on Teespring. 18K, well done. Just pronounce it. Yes, 20,000 in no time. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jeremy has a crush in live chat. Restart, and yes, we can hear you. Do not see you with any woman. You should share your women's stories with us. Well, I work a lot, so good looking lower teeth. I guess the frame stream has actually frozen, which, you know, my lower teeth do not look that good, and I really hope it doesn't stay that way. I'm hoping that what it is, guys, the internet has like fallen off here for some reason, so I'm hoping that the connection comes back, and if it doesn't, then you can just listen to my voice, or we'll cut the live stream off, one of the two. I'm not exactly sure what happened, why it went so low so fast, but it certainly did. Anyway, we'll keep talking. Let's see, Frozen, I can hear you. I hear your wonderful voice. At this point, I think Heidel, I'm not going to say I think, I'm going to say I know with absolute certainty seems to be trollish, so let's just go ahead and take that away forever. And be done with it. Thomas says your mouth wide open. I know, man. I don't know why I got stuck in that particular position there, guys, but for whatever reason it did, and I'm looking at my internet speeds, and that's what it is. It's just way down, so we'll just keep talking. No problem. I hope 20K comes up. That would be nice. I would be pretty happy with 20,000, but it will come in due time. What I've learned about YouTube is it's a slow growth, for sure, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. Stephen, I'm sorry, says one of the reasons for the Thai baht's appreciation is now Thailand is considered a safe haven for currency investment. Also, Thailand has over $207 billion equivalent in foreign reserves. That's very interesting information. I did not do that. Rob says, great thumbnail pick. I know, right? I hope it doesn't save as that thumbnail pick, but, you know, it will be what it will be. That's all there is to it. As long as you guys can still hear me, it's no different than doing a Google Hangout or anything like that. So I don't think it's the picture just froze, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know, you guys can still talk to me and you can still hear me. That's all that really matters anyway. As far as this weekend coming up, I'm going to shoot some content in Pattaya, and I'm going to give you guys some different content there. I'm also going to be taking you guys with me. Richard says his head hurts after Steven's comment. I'm also going to be taking you guys with me to the dentist in Pattaya, because I'm going to make an appointment to go there and let you guys see what all that stuff's like. Green Army says, I know some of my friends watch. Yeah, so I'm going to let you know what that's like and see if we can get an appointment at the dentist office out there this weekend. Hopefully that goes according to plan. I hope so. But I would like to tell you that, yes, if you come to Thailand... Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. A lot of people have said that, you know, this has kind of become... Because I put out all these videos about, you know, warnings of what not to do, what you should do, what maybe to do, that kind of thing. When you come to Thailand, and what not to do, that this has become kind of a doom and gloom channel. Well, I want to be sure. I can see you, Green Army, typing. I hope you guys can still hear me. Take us to the Radio Shack. I know, right? This is not the doom and gloom channel. Okay, this is the reality channel. This is where I put everything in perspective for you so that you understand. So I really, really, really hope you guys get something more than doom and gloom out of this channel, because I'm just trying to make sure you're protected. If you're a tourist, if you're coming over here on a tourist visa and you have no intention of doing anything wrong or staying, you know, overstaying your visa, you really have nothing to worry about. Thai immigration is not out to get you like that. I mean, they're just not, in my opinion. Brian, let's see, is dentists not just walk in, so many pets, all same story? Yeah, you can walk in some of them, but I have to go on the weekends, and so, you know, you can't just walk in on the weekend, unfortunately. You have to make an appointment. Ron says hit that thumbs up button. Yes, hit the thumbs up button, because you can't see me, so you might as well like me, right? Lots of normal in Thailand. Weed out the exaggerations. Yeah, I agree totally. And I think since the picture's frozen, guys, let's see. Tommy says, I'm curious about filtered water in dentist office. So if you ask, what about the water? That's a good question, Tommy. I did not ask the last time I went to the dentist and had a tooth filled, but I can tell you with absolute certainty that they did not cause a problem, or the water did not cause a problem with my teeth, which was good. Mr. K says, this is a very informative channel and people need to know how to avoid traps. Stay safe. Exactly, Mr. K, and I appreciate that. I'm glad you see it for what it is. Hey, Aubrey, sorry my face is stuck on the screen. I don't know what's up with that. My internet connection dropped really, really low, and it's still really low, so that's probably what's going on. Hey, Dino, good to see you, buddy. Isaac says, I thank you for the valuable advice. Will definitely make my trip to Thailand worthwhile this summer. That's good, man. That's what I want to hear, because the things that we talk about on this channel are things that would improve your trip. Hopefully, that's what we're trying to do. So I have a video that will be coming out later this week, and it's going to be 15 things every man vacationing in Thailand should know. And it's not going to be like the first video about something every man should know who vacations in Thailand. It's going to be a little bit different. Since I've grown since that video, I've learned a lot about Pattaya since that video, and I think this is going to be a more insightful video. It'll probably be a little bit shorter than the first video. Just think of this as like a part 2, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. It's kind of common sense stuff, but at the same time, it also has some pretty in-depth meaning. So. Let's see, CA says, Foodland has fresh squeezed OJ at $2 a liter, same as street. That's cool. Greg says, hard to imagine why people wouldn't want to hear what not to do there. When I was there for the first time, I was quite surprised at some of the rules. Exactly. So my goal is to, like, set you guys up with what some of the rules and laws are, or at least give you always use this channel as a guide, right? It's just a guide. This is not the law. This is not. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a permanent resident in Thailand. I'm not somebody to go to for solid, 100% accuracy all the time, because I'm going to make mistakes. But take what I say, use it as advice, and go to, ThaiVisa.com or any other immigration website and make sure you get the correct stuff. All you got to do is make a phone call. These guys are good to work with. Let's see, Dino says, I got a porcelain crown front tooth done at the Festival Mall in Pattaya for 450 Australian dollars. Don't be afraid of Thai dentists. They are some of the best in the business. I agree, Dino. The tooth that I got filled was done great. I mean, she did excellent work. Knowledge is power. I agree with that statement 100%, Ron. And I also think that the better informed someone is, the better their chances are of having a successful vacation and or stay wherever they're going. So I always say the solution to anxiety is preparation, and that's what I try to help people do. If you look at hey Mike, Mikey from Raleigh, good to see you, man. How much for filling? For filling. I think the filling and I want to say 1,200 baht. I think. Elite Class, what is up, my friend? What is up? Good to see you dropping in. Sorry that the screen's frozen, but it just happened. Let's see. Ron says, absolutely. Dino says, would cost me about $1,500 to $2,000 if done in Cindy. Yeah, I'm sure it would. Crowns are pretty expensive, but there's actually several places that are not that bad on crowns in the Pattaya area, in that general area. So I was pretty surprised. CA says, a while back I got a crown for $250, was in suburbs of West Bangkok. Wow. I've actually seen some crowns that are you talking about a single tooth crown? Because I've seen prices on single tooth crowns much cheaper than that. Mr. K says, I agree with Dino. I'm in Brisbane and it's the same price. Oh, okay. 8 years ago? Wow. Isaac says, the expansion of DoMoreLife was an awesome move as well. Glad to have those viewpoints. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. Richard says, it's okay to come to Thailand. Stupid. It will just cost you more because of the rookie mistakes you will make. That's so true. But we don't want people ending up in jail or anything like that either. So, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. I want to let you guys know that go drop in and check out the video I put out this morning. Wait, what does Michael say? Is it still okay to come to Thailand from the USA with passport only? As far as I know, yeah. So check the video out I dropped this morning. It's just a little look at the food park. Good evening, Alan. Thanks for stopping by, man. And check that out. We'll have a video from Richard either tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll have some more content for you guys later on.